are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas. I'm joined here as always. I'm my brother Tim, and today we got a 3-game NHL slate, so not a huge NHL slate. And then we got a pretty significant size NBA slate,
which I have way too much invested in.
Which I have all of 2 plays in. And then we also have the Sweet 16 wrapping up for college basketball today. So we do have a lot to go over for today. But before we get into today's games, slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1-1 right, 1-1 wrong in the world of sports betting. Frustrating end of the night for me because it started off rocky, but then got better, and then Calgary Flames cost me my night. That's the way it went. Michigan State money line was a loser, but UConn -4 couldn't be easier. Tennessee lost outright as 5.5-point favorites. Gonzaga comes back and wins. So 2-2 in college basketball, down 0.16 units yesterday. I swept the board in the NBA, Tim. Great night in the NBA. I had the Nets +4. That's it. They lose by 2. So 1-0, 0.6 units in the no betting allowed. In the NHL, went 4-7. I was 4-4. The last game of the night really sucked. But I had Tampa Bay money line. I would not have made that bet if I knew it was Brian Elliott in that. The guy is awful. Loser on there. Montreal, Boston under 6.5, and never in doubt. No sweat, nothing at all. Easy winner there. Sorry. New York and Carolina under 6 was relatively easy as well. Chicago team total over 2.5 was a loser, but the full game over was a winner. Panthers money line. That line moved my direction a lot, which means, of course, I didn't hit it. And the full game under, that one moved 20 cents towards the under. And, of course, that didn't hit either. So that was fun. Got Nashville in a shootout there, +115 winner there. Calgary team total over 3.5 was a loser. Money line -130 was a loser. Over 6.5 was a loser. I was hoping they were going to tie it up at the end there. They had a couple of really nice chances with the goalie pulled. They just couldn't get it done. So ended up being a 4-7 down 3.74 unit day in the NHL. Overall 7-9 down 3.30 units overall for me. Frustrating day yesterday. Hopefully today is better because ever since I had that 7-unit day, I've given it all back. So frustrating.
Before we jump into the recap and everything, this is not a drill. Devin Levi is on the ice. He was practicing today with the Sabres, so that's kind of cool to see. Anyways, recap.
I swear if he's a healthy scratch, they're making a mistake.
Yeah. Looking back at yesterday, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 7 day on the site, so positive by 0.72 units. We started off rough with Michigan State, ripped to Sparty Party. Florida, money line loser, and the under in that Florida game loser. Over in Washington, Washington did it by themselves. The under in the Rangers game was a winner, under in Boston. Orlando, +3.5. I wish I just took them outright. UConn by 1 million. No, not UConn -3.5. They won by 23. So nice little casher there. The Nets covered the 4. Nashville covered the +120. We had the over in the Calgary game, a Calgary puck line loser. Tennessee loses outright to FAU. Okay then. Gonzaga, nice winner there. Never in doubt. Did you see, Nick, did you hear what they called the last play of the game?
No.
It was called the Villanova.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So that was cool to see. And then Oklahoma City +4 was a loser. But luckily we got that one at +101. Anyways, it ended up being up 0.72 units yesterday. So we'll take a profitable day and we'll move on.
Yeah. I also just saw who's in net for Columbus today, so I'm adding a play.
Sounds good. We get a sup from Cameron. Who's ready to sing with me? I'll start it off. Noel. Who's Noel? It's a guy from Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not singing that with you. MSU, KSU, easy over. There you go. Gotten over in college or NHL?
I would look at the Columbus New York Islanders game over, but more specifically the New York Islanders team total over because it's Michael Hutchinson in that.
Do the Sabres over too because they suck. Noel, no, I'm not singing Noel with you. I was going to drop 1,000 on UConn. I spooked out and only dropped 200 on. Hey, a winner's a winner, dude. A winner's a winner. Yes, F and Elliott. That pissed me off when I see 2-0. Yeah. What's up, Tim and Nick? You hit the like button, like an adult. 550 on Texas, already on it. Or 500 on Bama. Nope. I think Bama's on upset alert today. Oh, it's Sabres Day. Yes, it is. Cameron coming in with the $20 dono.
Appreciate it.
Dude.
Appreciate it.
Hey, we appreciate it. Congrats on your you hit the Kansas State over last night. I mean, I went to over. That was the first college basketball game in the bracket to go to overtime. So that was interesting to see. Hey, but we do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
For the dono. Islanders -1. What have you seen from Columbus?
Oh, I agree. I'm on the Isles -1, and I just added their team total over.
There you go. Rick Barnes, one of the most overrated coaches in college basketball, hasn't done anything with the talent that he has. Tennessee hurt me. Tennessee is also without they were without their biggest scorer, but still they should have won that game. They did not. Is our NHL Patrick Corbin in that?
Michael Hutchinson.
A guy from Kansas State. How dare you? Tim Noel played like. You know what? He had a great game. Fine. Good for him. All right, Nick. We have a smaller slate for the hockey, so we'll start with the hockey first. And we'll start with the game that you just kind of mentioned earlier. The Isles are -190. They're against Columbus. 6 is your total there. Fire away.
Yeah. Let's grab the live movements for this one. And then we'll go from there. NHL. Small slate today. And this line has moved a little bit. It opened up Isles -188. It did dip down to 172, but it's immediately come all the way back. I when I played it this morning, the money line was -188. Now it's up to 193. It's moved up 5 cents. So since this morning, it's moved up 5 cents since the opening line. Line opened up at over 6 -116. It is now over 6 at -120. And according to Donnie there, it's moved up to a 6.5. Which I have yet to see a 6.5. I'm seeing a 6.5 on South Point. I do not see it on Bet Online yet. So that is something to keep in mind. Let's take a look at my projections for this game. I have this game projected for Hutchinson and Sorokin. If they choose to go with Varlamov, I'll grab the full game over as well, most likely. I have this game projected 4.09 to 2.29 in favor of the Islanders. So I have the Islanders around -280 favorites in this game. So I definitely see value here in the Islanders, even at the -190 price tag. I grabbed the -1 at -124, and I just grabbed their team total over 3.5 at -120 as well. I see this as a game that they put up 4 or 5 goals against Columbus. They just put up 7 against Toronto, so I think this offense can get going. This is one of the worst goalies in hockey in Hutchinson, so I definitely see this as a really good game for them to potentially put up some goals. So I'm going to go ahead and I grabbed the -1 line for the Islanders, -124. That's probably -122-ish, or -126-ish, -127-ish now. And I grabbed the team total over as well.
Sounds good. Good morning, Crystal. How you doing today? Over in Creighton, Miami plus all of the points, and the over in Miami in Bama. Sorry, in Bama. Creighton over. Sure, I'll say Creighton over because we have Creighton and we want them to score a lot of points today. Miami plus all the points. Yes, I like that. Me and Nick are on different sides on that one. Over in Bama. I'm going to say under in Bama because I'm hoping for San Diego State to keep it close, and the only way they do that is defense. Good morning, ESP. Good morning, Nathan. For me, the Kansas State game was strictly a philosophical pick.
Philosophical?
There you go. Over the transfer portal issue, one team, 0 players for that started the year there. They all wanted to be there. That's fair. Hey, it's a different way to look at it. Give me the Houston Cougars. No,
yes.
I'm not interested in Houston.
Cougars by double digits.
I think both 1 seeds are on upset alert today.
I think Bama.
Skinner.
Oh, it reminds me. I need to put my plays in this.
Let's head over to Buffalo, where the Sabres are hosting the Devils. -170 for the Devils. 6.5 is the total. If you're not taking the over, I don't know what's going on.
I have really no interest in this game here. This line opened up at -160 for the Devils. It's now -171. This line opened up at over 6.5, -125. It is now -131. Maintenance is knocking on the door. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm muted. So you know.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I'm muted.
Wow, Nick.
I totally forgot.
I took the over 8. I think it's a high scoring game. Go ahead. I didn't realize we're in the same room.
Yeah, I clicked mute instead of stop cam. So I'm on a good one here today. But yeah, I had this game projected for Vanacek and UPL. There was videos on Devin Levi on the ice this morning. It is going to be a Quebec looking at tonight.
That's fair. I expect Devin Levi, if he's going to start, it's going to be against a team tanking for Bedard.
Yeah, I think this line's right. I have this game projected 3.52 to 2.81 in favor of the Devils. So the Devils are on a -170 favorite in this game. I have this game projected for 6.34 goals. So it's a slightly towards the under for me in this game. Really no interest, though. I mean, it's not enough of a value for me to go ahead and bet anything in this game. And I'm not going to bet anything in this game. This is my least interested game of the day. I'm more interested in the first game and the last game.
Fair enough. Affection and the... Okay. That's interesting. Over in the Colorado game, Nick.
No.
Okay. Muted, can't hear none. That's fair. Yeah, we figured that one out. Horns up, yes.
No.
No lane. Line A. Line A for the Jackets deciding on whether or not I want to play the Isles and Reg.
Yeah, I played the Isles -1, so I like that.
Javier will lose today because the Texas team has more affection for one another. I am also okay. I will say there's one thing that I am riding in terms of the Texas team. Their coach got fired earlier in the year, so you try to back the teams with a lot of things that happen with them this season, and that's one of the teams that they lost their coach and they still look fantastic. So.
Yeah, there's just one thing I really have no interest in doing in the tournament right now, and that's betting against the Big East. Just no interest in doing that, especially against a Big 12 that is massively underperformed.
Don't worry, I read his lips. He is giving away $10 to all of his subscribers.
Oh boy, that'd be a little bit over a $30,000 giveaway.
Eesh. We're in the same room. That happens.
But luckily, about $180 to $200 would be going right back to us for our burners accounts, so that works.
Stop it. We'll head to the final hockey game today, Nick. You get the Arizona Coyotes and the Colorado Avalanche. Oof, only a -415. 6.5 is your total. I kind of want to go after something here.
Yeah, this line opened up at -480, and it's plummeted. down to 70 cents, down to 470, or down 70 cents to 410. This line opened up at over 6.5 plus 107. It's gone down a cent to plus 106. And I have interest in this game. Obviously, Colorado money line minus 410. I think that's a relatively easy play. We'll be looking at that there. I think that should win. Obviously, I'm joking. I have this game projected 3.11 to 2.5. So actually, I think there's definitely some value here with Arizona. I don't want to trust them on the road, though. Maybe Arizona plus 2.5 could be an interesting look here. If that becomes available on my book, because I remember that I saw the 2.5 was available against Edmonton, and I wish I grabbed that. I'm gonna grab the under 6.5 though. This is a series that generally actually has gone more under than over. I have this game projected at 5.61 goals, so I think this is going to be a lower scoring matchup than people think. This could easily be. I could easily see this going to overtime. I wonder what that price is real quick.
It's a 380
plus 455 draw.
No, where are you looking at that?
But online.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch that out because I had it on Bovada.
Oh, you like the draw in this game?
Yeah,
I like the draw.
There's a 2-2 draw game written all over it.
I think so. Yeah, these two teams went to overtime last time they played. Again, that was in Colorado. It went to overtime. Colorado was minus 471 favorites. Previous to that, this series had gone under in four of the last 5 games between these two teams have gone under the total. They were all 6.5. So actually, the only time they went over was a 5.5, but that one went over 6.5 as well. So this is a series that Arizona has actually played really well, and they had won 3 in a row against Colorado up until that overtime loss. So this is a team that has taken points in 4 straight games and 5 of the last 6 against Colorado, even though Colorado has been massive chalk as of late. I don't hate Arizona in this game. I don't hate it at all. What's the team total for Colorado? 4.5 minus 165. Never mind. But I'm going to take the under 6.5, and I might look to add Arizona plus 2.5 later if that line becomes available to
me. Shane McClanahan, starter for opening day. We already
like it.
We already knew that. Sorry, I got the thing. Javier. Tate, shush. Yeah, we'll give away $10 to every subscriber for every single game that Michigan won in the bracket. Oh man. Come on. Yotes are pesky. Saw this with the oil. Yes, we did. Avs puck line. Avs lost to the Penguins, now at the Yotes. Yotes in a rout. Yotes in overtime. Let's get it.
Richie just wants to see the Yotes because he wants to see the Avalanche lose games.
All right. I will. I'm going to actually take away your ban because it takes away part of the thing. Actually, whatever. I don't care. Let's head to the NBA card, which, oh boy. This one's going to be fun today, Nick.
Totally.
It's either going to be a really, really good day or it's going to be a really, really shitty one.
Yep. I've got a whopping 2 plays in the NBA today, so I don't have too much. But here we go. Kicking on off here, Washington is a 7.5-point favorite against the San Antonio Spurs. Total of 228 in this game. This line opened up at 7. It's gone up to a 7.5. This line opened up at 230.5. It's gone down 2.5 points to 228. I have this game at a 9.5 for Washington, so it's a lean towards the Wizards here, and I have this game at a 227.5, so it's a lean towards the under. It's a no play for me.
You're going to notice a little bit of a trend with me. I saw today's slate. You look at it. There's a 12-point favorite, a 15-point favorite, a 13-point favorite, an 8-point favorite, a 9-point favorite, a 14-point favorite. I grabbed a shit ton of dogs. And here we go. Let's start it off. San Antonio plus the points in the money line. I know it's on the road. I know they're 6-29 on the road this year. I don't trust Washington as this big of a favorite. And I will say, and this goes for a lot of things. If I'm going to take one, I'm going to take them all. So I'm not going to just go be selective with what I was grabbing. I grabbed them all. So I'm starting it off with a little bit of Spurs money line today as one of my 6 dogs of 8 points or higher, or 7.5 points or higher. Spurs. I will donate.
Oh, I've got somebody for this. He says he'll donate $20 for every game that ECU played in any postseason tournament for college basketball. Well, here's the good news. Tate's going to donate $20.
All right.
Because East Carolina played in the tournament. You weren't specific. This is the women's tournament, but they played in a tournament. You weren't specific.
Yeah.
So there we go. They did play a game. They got blown out, but they did play a game. All right, cool. I saw that comment, and I immediately typed up Googling the bracket for the women. So there we go. He's going to donate $20 because ECU played a tourney game for college basketball. Wasn't specific on which.
Stay away from the ladies of the night from under the bridge, my guys. Yes. We Tigers. Tigers for what? What Tiger? Oh, Princeton's playing today?
Yeah.
I hate the NBA, but keep betting it. It happens. Give me Tampa Bay in the preseason. I'm not betting any preseason. Grabbed them all like Pokemon. Yes. Did the women's team, Michigan?
The women's team did make it, but you didn't say for every game more that ECU. You only said. See the fine print here. The fine print says, "I will donate $20 for every game ECU played in the postseason for college basketball." You had no mentions of Michigan in there. No mentions of what gender the gender basketball we're talking about. So no, it has nothing to do with Michigan. So no, we're just playing.
We're having fun. All good. All right, here we go.
We're just having fun, man. Indiana Pacers are at the Boston Celtics. The Celtics are 12-point favorites, total 234.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where this line opened up. It opened up at 11.5. It's up to a 12 now. And it opened up at a 236. It's dropped a 1.5 to a 234.5. My lines for this one is I have Boston as a 10.5 point favorite, so it is a lean towards the Pacers for me in this one. No play. And I have this game at a 235, so it's a half point lean towards the over. Once again, no play.
By the way, the Spurs were 8 and 278. The Pacers are 12 and 525. Let's go Pacers today. Once again, I know that 5 out of the 6 of these teams are on the road. I don't care. I think one of them wins outright. Where if I can get one of 4 teams to win outright, I'm sitting pretty. I'm taking the Pacers in this one. It's another one of those. I'm just going to bet them all. Any big dog today, I'm signed up for. Pacers plus the 12, plus 525 on the money line.
Good luck.
He said 20. Earle said 10. He owes us 10.
We're just playing.
I'll send Monopoly money.
Appreciate it.
Well, we will also accept White Sox merch. Anyway, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Or U of M merch. I don't mind. I don't mind Michigan. I really don't.
Said wakey, bakey. Is Wake Forest playing today?
Not that I know of.
You know what? They might be. Hold on.
Baseball?
Yeah. Because I know they're not playing football or basketball because they lost in the NIT, I believe.
They played?
They play against Miami today, minus 185 in baseball. No, thank you. If that's what you're talking about, smoke on that. Smoke on some banana cake. You do that. Have fun. All right, here we go.
This slate sucks, Tim. Can we end this crap? This is terrible. This is terrible. 14-point favorites are the Raptors. Total of 223.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where this line has moved. This line's now up to a 14.5. This line opened up at a 12.5. It went all the way up to a 15 at one point, and there's been buyback at the 15. This line opened up at 227. It's dropped 3.5 points to 223.5. My projection for this game was Toronto minus 11.5. Oh boy, that means this is a play for me. And now at 14.5, that's 3 points of value. Now I'm going back to my kryptonite here. I'm going to grab the Detroit Pistons here at plus 14.5. I also have this game projected at 221, so it's a slight lean towards the under, but I'm going to take the Pistons plus 14.5 here.
Let's keep on riding. Pistons plus, what was it, 14? I only got 14, and I got 750 money line. Let's keep riding. Why not? Yeah, go ahead. Give me some Pistons action today. It's another one of the big dogs. You got to keep riding with it. I bet 6 of them today. Pistons are just another one of the statistics. Pistons money line. Why the hell are the Raptors this big of favorites? I know it's the Pistons, but sheesh. Yeah. Give me the Pistons outright. Come on, let's get something. Islanders up to 220 now.
Yeah, they're up to 214 on Bet Online. I'm glad I grabbed them when I did, because if you want to grab the -1 line with them real quick, and then we'll move on to the next game here. They're 214 and 118 now, which is -144. Officially no longer taking the Islanders -1 if you haven't bet it already. Only the team total over 3.5. All right, we have the Memphis Grizzlies. They're 13-point home favorites with a total of 233.5. Let's take a look at where this line has moved. This line opened up at -12.5. It's moved up half a point to -13. Line opened up at 234.5. It's dropped a point to 233.5. My line for this game was Memphis -13.5. So I think this number is spot on. And I have this game at a 233. So it's slightly towards the under. No play for me.
I wonder what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the Rockets outright. I'm grabbing them plus the 13.5 and 655 on the money line. One of these has got to hit, right? And I'm not.
Hope so.
I'm going and looking at all these. I need one. I need one of either Pacers, Pistons, Rockets, and Charlotte to win. Just one, and I'm up a chunk of money. So I'm not going to go crazy. Well, I'm already crazy. That's not the point. I think this is a dog day. I only need one. I think I can get one. Rockets for me in this game.
And if you're feeling frisky, Houston money line parlay.
No. Under in the Alabama game, yes. Tennessee wasn't an embarrassment. They were without their big player. I mean, I'm not. Yes, they were against FAU. They should have won, but they're without their big player. I'm not going to put it all on them. All right, Nick, we got 2 more big dogs to talk about, and then we'll go from there.
I actually made a play on this one. The Charlotte Hornets are at the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks are a 2-touchdown favorite with a total of 227.5. This line opened up at 13.5. It's gone up to 14. This line opened up at 228. It's dropped a half a point to 227.5. This line opened, or my projection for this game was Dallas -8.5. Yeah, this is one that definitely jumped off the page that this is way too many points. And I have this game at a 227. So half point lean towards the under. But for me, Charlotte plus the points.
So Hornets outright. Here's the final big dog today because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 double-digit dogs. Here's the final one. Charlotte, 14.5 and 700 on the money line. Once again, I feel like I'm giving the same summary for each one. One of them's got to win, and I'm up money.
No, you're supposed to parlay all the big favorites. What can go wrong?
No, because $7, $6.55, $7, $5.25. One of them wins, I'm up money. And when it comes to it, I bet 6 big dogs. If one of the big ones win, I'm good to go. If I can just get a cover from 3 out of the 5, 3 out of the 6, or 4 out of the 6, it would have to be. But I'm on the Hornets. I'm grabbing all the big dogs today. It's either going to be a really, really good day or it's going to be a really, really bad one. Yes, Rockets. Depending on how the dogs do today. So we'll see. Let's keep rolling. This is the final one, and then I have two legit plays after that. They're not just taking blindly betting all the dogs.
Yeah. The Milwaukee Bucks are at the Utah Jazz. The Bucks are 9-point favorites in this game with a total of 236.5. This line opened up at 9. It actually dipped to 8.5, and then it's come all the way back up to 9 as well. And this line opened up at 232. It has gone all the way up to 236.5. My projected line for this game is Milwaukee -3. I think this is way too many points, and I have this game at a 238.5. So I agree with the way this line is skyrocketed up. But yeah, I'm on the Jazz here. You like Jazz +9?
Yeah. Here's the final one, and this is, if I know this was probably the one I would be the most confident in because they're at home. I took the Jazz +9.5, 328 on the money line. Once again, it's the final one of my 6 dogs that I bet outright points and money line with. So we'll see how it goes today. Once again, it's going to either be a great day or it's going to be a bad one. Hornets +14. Yes. All right, Nick. Now let's actually cap some games.
Yeah, I mean, I did cap these games. I bet the ones that had line value, but here we go. We have the Golden State Warriors. They're hosting the Philadelphia 76ers. Total 234.5. The Warriors are 5.5-point favorites. This line opened up at a 5. It went up to a 6. It's come back down to 5.5. This line opened up at 235.5. It's dropped a point to 234.5. This was a play that I liked that Tim kept me off because he put the other side up on the site. I have this game at a 233, so I lean under, but I have this game at Philly -0.5 point. I get it. Golden State Warriors are amazing at home, but I'm gonna pass here because I want the Sixers. I think the Sixers can win outright in this game.
It's a 16-2 trend, and I know it hasn't hit the last 2 games. The Warriors are phenomenal at home. And this is one of those where Philly is one of the teams that I want to start looking to fade down the stretch because they are a team that's pretty much clinched into play. And I don't think they've clinched into playoffs yet, but they're a team that's pretty close to being into the playoffs. I believe. I don't have any lucky numbers or anything for it, but This is a Philly team that's just going to try to coast. Sorry, Philly is clinched into a playoff spot, at least a playoff berth in the Wise. And so 5 teams we know are clinched into the playoffs already. 3 in the East, Milwaukee, Boston, and 76ers are all clinched into the playoffs. None of them have clinched their division yet. Denver and Memphis have both clinched their division. So we figure we throw that one in there. This is a Sixers team that I think is going to try to coast. Golden State is flirting with that play-in spot, like play-in spot and then regular playoffs. So this is a team that's going to need to win against a Sixers team on the road that's kind of just going to try to coast the rest of the year. I'm grabbing the Warriors. I think they win by double digits.
All right.
I'm trying to get over to opening day, and new season merch is on my budget, so we shall see. Let's get it.
If they have a shirt that has Michigan versus ECU, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was referring to the White Sox, considering that opening day is.
Yeah, I'm still thinking Michigan. Never mind.
Hello, Markel. Hello.
Yeah, I'm thinking Michigan.
All right, 3 games left, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Portland Trailblazers. They are hosting the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are 2.5-point favorites, total of 226.5 in this game. This game feels...
Stop it. Get some help.
Kind of here. Both teams are just going nowhere. Let's take a look at what the line has moved in this game. This line has actually gone down a little. It's opened up at 2. It opened up at 2. It went up to a 3, and it's come back down to a 2. So actually, it's stayed the same since the line opened. This line opened up at 226. It's now 226.5. My line for this game is a pick 'em. So it's a lean towards the Blazers. And my line for this game is a 228.5, so it's a slight lean towards the over. So no play for me.
Yeah, this is one of the two games I did not bet today. I have zero interest in either of these two teams. If anything, maybe you lean towards Portland because I'm getting plus money on it. I want nothing to do with this game. These are 1-800-GAMBLER. This is a 1-800-GAMBLER game. And the thing is, these aren't even teams that are tanking. These are teams that actually are trying. So, no, I'm not even interested in this one. This one I am.
Yeah, the Sacramento Kings are 3.5-point favorites against the Phoenix Suns. The Kings are total is 239 in this game. Looking at where the line has moved in this one, this line opened up at 4.5 for Sacramento, went up to a 5, and there's been some buyback, and it's come all the way down to 3.5. This line opened up at 239.5, and it's dropped a half a point to 239. Looking at my numbers for this game, I have Sacramento as a 2-point favorite, so that's a lean towards the Suns for me. And I have this game at 237, so it's a slight lean towards the under. No play for me. I have no more plays the rest of the slate.
I do. This is my last play of the slate. We only have one game after this, which is not really interesting. I like the Kings. This is a Suns team that I'm going to continuously fade. And I've mentioned it all before. They lack depth. After they traded for Kevin Durant, they traded away 3 players that played a bunch of minutes, and Kevin Durant's injured, and they have nothing. They're short-staffed. They're bringing up a couple G Leaguers. This is not a Suns team I want to go after. When it comes to the Kings, I believe the Kings are actually pretty close to clinching a playoff spot for the first time since 2001 or 2002.
Yeah, which I believe when they do that, the 2 longest droughts in sports would be the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Jets.
Stop with my pain. So that's actually cool to see them do. I don't think a win tonight, but maybe a win tonight and a Laker loss. I'm not 100% sure, but the Kings are really close to clinching a spot. So let's get it. Kings first quarter. I like it. I think the Kings win this one by a bunch. You put $5 on the Hornets, Pacers, Pistons, and Rockets, which I'll see. All on the money line. Let's get it. I will say all of them spreads and money lines are on the site. So you'll know how good I do if you look on the site and if we're way up on the leaderboards or not even close. So straight bet's not a parlay. Yeah, no, you shouldn't parlay all the big dogs. I'm not going into it expecting to win them all. I want to win one. I want to win one of those big dogs, and I want a couple of them to cover. I'm not asking for much. Let's go into the final game, Nick.
Yeah. The LA Lakers are 5.5-point favorites against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Total 232.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where this line has moved. It opened up at a 6. It's dropped half a point to 5.5. This line opened up at 232. It's gone up a half a point to 232.5. My projected line for this game is 5.5 for the Lakers, and it is 234.5. So slight lean towards the over for me. No action for me.
Yeah, this is a Thunder team that's been playing some good basketball lately. But I think they are. Yeah, they're on a second leg of a back-to-back. I had them last night, and they lost by a bunch. But they are playing in LA for the second straight night, so it's not like they had to travel far for their road back-to-back, playing in the same stadium. This is not the spot. I'm not betting the Lakers minus the points either. So last game of the night, completely stay away from me. Under and the Lakers. You have fun with the Lakers. I am not interested. I've bet plenty of stuff today. No reason for me to go crazy. So there you go. Islanders, Golden State, Houston. Well, you were looking good, and then you added Houston in there.
I like Houston.
That's one that me and Nick are against each other. It's fine. That is all of the games for today. We'll go ahead and pay some bills before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It is all linked down below. Check out Ballin Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. Recapping for today. If there's a big dog in the NBA, I'm on them. Spurs, Pacers, Pistons, Rockets, Hornets, Jazz. Oh, God. And I'm on the Warriors and the Kings as well today. Nick?
Yeah, I'm on the Pistons plus the 14.5, the Hornets plus 14, Jazz plus 9. I'm on the Islanders -1. That is now out of price. So for show purposes, Islanders team total over 3.5 at -120, and Colorado, Arizona under 6.5. I might look to grab the plus 2.5 later with the Coyotes as well. In college basketball, seeing I have them in the scroller down below. These are my plays in the scroller down below. Tim does disagree with some of them. I'm on the Aztecs plus 7.5 and plus 285. I'm on the Cougars -7.5. I'm on the Blue Jays -10. I'm on the Musketeers plus 4.5 and plus 168.
Right on. All right, Nick. Time to head on out for today. Hold on. There's a Bama under. Yes. Aztecs. Yes. That's going to do it for today's show. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and we'll see you guys sometime soon.